Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Greg's my friend. It must be a mix-up.
I brought my ass all the way down from my baby's prom pictures to come to this damn wedding, and these people didn't double check the list. I had some other I could be doing.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Marriage to Medicine recap. This is for episode 4 of season 10. This show just never disappoints. Okay, so we begin the episode with some scenes of the women with their men, some nice B footage of them doing their thing, talking about the parties that they just had. But the first scene is Jackie and Heavenly going to Phaedra's house. Now, I don't know if this is the same house that she had while she was in the Housewives, but it's really nice. Although Heavenly and Jackie think the decorations are a little kooky, it's a little bit of everything. It's some Renaissance era, it's Picasso, classical, early American, it's all over the place, but I think it goes right along with Phaedra, who has been described in the past as Bugetto. Y'all remember that? But it's a very nice house. But they fancy. They walked in asking for house slippers and socks, and Phaedra brought them some. And also, Miss Phaedra can cook, honey, okay? She made a nice arugula salad, some chicken, and it had to be good because Jackie sure was cleaning that plate up. So, Jackie asked Phaedra, why did she think it was okay to bring Quad to Sweet Tea's party? Phaedra still saying that she found it like a good time to bring Quad, to reunite with the group since they hadn't seen each other. Jackie likes Quad, but notices that she might be a little bit one-sided with her friendships. She becomes disconnected and she won't call them back. So after that season last year, there was a really a lot of disconnection with Quad and the rest of the other women. But Phaedra has no regrets about bringing Quad. She goes as far as to say that Quad ushered in some good spirits to the party. Now, I don't know if they were good spirits, but okay. So it's a day before the wedding and Heavenly says that she is concerned about any potential emotional breakdowns and outbursts that T and Dr. G might have. She says that they're crazy because OMG, the outburst that she had with her sister at the party gave her such a pause. And I was just like, now Heavenly, really? How many outbursts have you done had? Like, stop it. It's just one time. And Phaedra says that she talked to Greg, and when she did talk to him about Sweet Tea, she could see that he feels really good about Sweet Tea, and she actually thinks that he could change for her. I don't think a man that age would change, but I mean, she is the one that knows him, so we'll see what happens. The next scene is Simone and Cecile and the oldest son. So she wants to know what is going on with Miles. And at first I thought she was being a little bit harsh. Cecile is making him take like little baby steps, but this man has been in college for 5 years and still hasn't graduated. Now listen, I get some people need some more time, but as someone who's in college and has my mom paying for it as well, just like Simone is, I'm mindful of that. College is expensive, so, let's try to hurry up. So Simone says that they will help him out for 1 more year. That's it, and that's all. He can live at home, that's fine, but he needs to step into manhood. But she would like him to move out soon. She says that she wants to walk around the house naked. Okay. And then the son says, y'all ain't having no sex anyway. The warranty is expired. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't know if I would say that to my mom, but it was all in good fun. So moving along, Sweet Tea and Greg go to the wedding venue to have the rehearsal. Now, this is the first time Sweet Tea is telling Greg that Quad had the nerve to show up to the bachelorette party because she was invited by Phaedra. And Greg is shocked. And on top of that, for the extra expenses that they're paying, the $14,000, it's really stressful. And I felt bad for Sweet Tea because you shouldn't be having this much stress the night before your wedding. But they begin the rehearsal. Sweet Tea's family is there, the cousins, the aunties, her mom, her dad. And her mom and dad seemed pretty young. It's great to see that they're there to support her. The crazy part that blew my mind was that Greg is older than her parents. Like, that's wild. Greg is actually 5 years older than her mom. So it's kind of like Sweet Tea is marrying one of her dad's homies, like, as far as age. So they are practicing the formation that they're gonna take, all this stuff, and then Greg goes to the side and gets on the phone with Phaedra Parks and says, why did you invite Quad to the party? She's saying the same thing, that she wanted the girls to get together, this and that, but he tells her to please look out for Sweet Tea and run things like this with him first before she actually does it, and she says, okay. It is then the next day, and it's the day for the wedding. But it's also Toya's birthday, so Eugene and the son bring her some balloons, breakfast in bed. The other little one is in Disney World for one of those field trips that you do, like when you're in band and stuff like that. But that was really nice. And then let's get to this wedding. So Lateasha's getting ready, surrounded by her actual friends and family. You know, people who wouldn't make fun of her butt and stuff like that, and she's really happy and excited. She had some good friends bringing up some high school boyfriends that she had. They were just having a good time while she was getting ready. The people start to arrive a little bit later. Simone and Cecile, very good. They look very good. I like Simone's dress. Eugene and Toya, let me give it up to Toya, who looked freaking good. Toya and Eugene are happy for Greg because they can't fathom the thought that he was married to Quad and didn't have sex for 3 years. Heavenly and Damon first dropped Alora at prom before going to the wedding. Now, Heavenly had texted Sweet Tea after the party, but she hasn't heard anything from her. But in the car, Heavenly was being extremely shady. She was saying, well, let's see if there is a wedding, this and that, this and that. Also, guess what? Curtis is not there. Jackie came alone. He is, according to Jackie, working on a project at DR. Now, I want to know what type of project you do in the Dominican Republic, but conveniently, you get to come home for a bachelor party at the strip club. Please, someone make it make sense. The guests entered the building. We saw Contessa and Scott. It was great seeing them. It looked like they were also invited to the bachelor party. Simone invited Contessa, but she didn't go. I do not miss them on the show, nor do I want them back, but it was great looking at them. They are a very good looking couple, so I like that. And then Phaedra arrived in this beautiful dress, and she's talking about the program that they were giving out. And Simone just had to ask, how was your program when you married Apollo? But here's the thing, Phaedra sort of opened up and was having a real moment remembering her marriage to Apollo. And I feel like there's so much of Phaedra that she doesn't show since her big return to Bravo that we've seen. There's something about her that she's not really sharing a lot of personal stuff. Okay, so the court begins to arrive. Greg walks to the altar. Phaedra says that she has never seen Greg so happy in his entire life. Every time he looks at Sweet Tea, he's like beaming. Okay, but then here's the drama. Heavenly Kime's name, nor Damon's, was on the list. Now, no, this was not a mistake. It was done on purpose. During the bachelorette party, y'all remember Heavenly was talking a lot about Sweet Tea and how it was so similar to Quad and she wasn't going to last with Greg. She was saying all of this while Sweet Tea was in the bathroom. But one of Sweet Tea's good friends, her maid of honor, heard everything. And I do remember that they showed the camera on her for a while when Heavenly said that. And the maid of honor told everything to Sweet Tea a day later, and she decided not to invite Heavenly, which I don't blame her. Okay, what Heavenly said might be true, but if I were Sweet Tea, I would not want all that negativity in my wedding. You talking about my marriage ain't gonna last? No, ma'am, you're leaving. But what I will say is, now Toya, I know you have some free time. I'm gonna need you to take a few acting classes, because she knew exactly what was happening but pretended not to. She was like, oh, you're not on the list? But her smile and her laugh gave it away. Now, classic Heavenly pulls out her phone and starts recording and like, I'm not in the wedding. And then, y'all can't make this up, the wedding planner is Johnny, the same Johnny that Phaedra was representing, who claimed Candy paid him $2.50 an hour. That's hilarious. But let's go back to the ceremony because it begins. Toya is telling everybody about what happened at the hall, and Heavenly wasn't able to walk in. But the bridesmaids make their way onto the altar, and then Sweet Tea comes out. She goes up with Greg and they begin to say their vows. The preacher did a great job. And then after they, said their vows, he pronounced them husband and wife. Now, Heavenly and Damon did manage to slither their way into the wedding. Now, we all know production did that. It was a really nice wedding. It was so nice to see how many family members of Sweet Tea's were there. And even her grandma was there. But don't really think we didn't see a lot of Greg's family. But then it's time for the party. While the couple is taking pictures and doing stuff like that, the women are talking about Heavenly being left out and how low-key Phaedra should have been the one that was also uninvited for bringing up Quad. And speaking of Quad, they show what she's doing at home at this time. Now, in the confessional, Quad want to say, well, an invitation got lost in the mail. Quad, you gotta be out of your mind if you think they're gonna invite you to their wedding. Like, what? But anyway, she does some bathtub scene where she lights some candles, takes her robe off, and starts bathing herself. It looked like a Tyler Perry movie scene to me. But I think she was trying to flex, but it's whatever. But the party is going strong. Sweet Tea and Greg were having the time of their lives. It was great to see them dancing, so happy, being loose, going with the music and everything. The food looked pretty good too. The wedding got the other couples reminiscing about their wedding. So Toya starts talking about her wedding, and they even showed some pictures, and everyone then hits the dance floor, and everyone's having a good time dancing. But this is what gets on my nerves. Heavenly going up to Sweet Tea and saying, I didn't do anything to you. I love you. I love you. You're the best. I'm glad Sweet Tea pretty much ignored her because, I mean, this is not the time nor place. This was her wedding. But I can't stand the fakery of it all. How are you going to be hugging me, kissing me, saying everything's okay, saying you love me, but then you're bringing all this negativity about my relationship, about me? It's a mess. And then that was the end of the episode. However, I did watch the Watch What Happens live after show with Andy Cohen, where Heavenly and Quad were there. Listen, it was very disappointing to see two grown women behave like this on television. And not just any women, educated women. I did not like it. It was bullying, making fun of Sweet Tea's voice, making fun of her clothing, making fun of her financial status. It was really disappointing, and I don't like that. It's very unbecoming. But anyway, you guys, this was the episode for the Married to Medicine. What did you guys think about this show? What did you think about the episode? Did you think it was a good wedding? And most importantly, what did you think about Heavenly being left out of the wedding list? If someone was talking about you and the man you were about to marry, would you have let them out the list as well? Let me know in the comments. You guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.